the reporters who survived. The feelings of reporters in Washington matter a great deal in America. They certainly matter a lot more than how you feel at the moment. How you feel, as you probably noticed by this point, is totally irrelevant to anyone. Nobody cares. But the journalists of Capitol Hill, we do care, and they're very upset. In fact, many have still not recovered from what they saw that day. As they lie down to sleep at night, the horrible images replay on a loop on the back of their eyelids. The deafening thunder of cannon volleys, the smoke from the remorseless artillery fire blotting out the sun, the screams of the mortally wounded calling out for their loved ones, echoing like some demonic soundtrack against the walls of the speaker's lobby. Hell in a very small place. Unless you were there that day, you cannot possibly understand what it was like. Imagine the Tet Offensive plus Fallujah plus the night before Thanksgiving at Whole Foods. On January 6th, you couldn't tell who the enemy was, unless you looked down and saw they bought their shoes at Walmart. Then you knew. But otherwise, it was the fog of war, my friend. Casey Hunt was there that day. Hunt is now something called the Chief National Affairs Analyst over at CNN. As a veteran of the siege of the Capitol, Hunt took to Twitter today to give hope.
I wonder if she knows Jeffrey Toobin.
Tomorrow is going to be a tough one for those
playing with his Toobin on the tube.
Ones in the building. Thinking of all of you and finding strength, knowing I'm not alone in this. Hashtag January 6th. That was just a tweet. But someday, you've got to believe, because this is a hopeful country, that Hunt and her fellow survivors of the insurrection massacre of January 6th will come together in some more formal way. Annual reunions held in the shadow of Washington's certain-to-be-built January 6th memorial.
That's what they're going to do, too. They're going to keep this going long as they can.
Hunt and graying, grizzled veterans of the Washington Post and
the Democrats.
News and Politico and the Daily Beast. And
this is their beat Trump up
will
shit.
Raise their white claws as one. And remember how they cheated death that terrible day.
Unbelievable.
Okay, it's too embarrassing. We're feeling shame even making fun of it. And in fact, as a political matter anyway, the anniversary of January 6th is not a joke at all. It's a serious thing, a very serious thing. Pretending that a protest was actually a failed coup is the Democratic Party's entire strategy to win this year's midterm election.
Exactly.
At this point, it's all they've got. Governing didn't work. And that's why today, the Attorney General of the United States, one of the most political men in Washington, announced the Department of Justice will continue to harass and arrest people who voted for Donald Trump. Why?
Exactly. People who voted for Donald Trump.
The Justice Department remains committed to holding all January 6 perpetrators at any level accountable under law, whether they were present that day or were otherwise criminally responsible for the assault on our democracy.
Oh my God.
We will follow the facts wherever they lead.
They're going after all Trump people.
Everyone who is responsible. So the Department of Justice already had the largest manhunt in its history. John Dillinger is laughing from the pit of hell.
Yeah, exactly.
January 6th, trumped him. And it trumped the manhunt after 9/11. It trumps all manhunts. So people who were just standing there taking pictures on their phone got picked up by the FBI. Some of them got sent to jail. But it's not ending. There's still more to come. And of course, Merrick
He just said people that weren't even there.
Always joins him.
This fucking unbelievable.
As one. Frank Figliuzzi, for example, he's a high FBI official. He now works at, quote, NBC
The FBI was infiltrated all through this.
Prediction/observation, quote, Attorney General references Watergate. Get it? Merrick Garland pledges pursuit of January 6 suspects at any level. There's more, ladies and gentlemen. A former NBC executive called Mike Singleton wrote this: "Don't give up hope. Trump could still be arrested."
They just they're just scared to let it go.
Guess there wasn't room in the tweet to explain, but just arrested. Bad people should be arrested. That's the point.
Except for all the bad people they don't arrest.
Who got no space in the Garland speech today. Garland made no mention at all of the pipe bomber. Remember the pipe? Oh, there's the pipe bomber right there. The pipe bomber of January 6th. Maybe it was January 5th, actually. We're observing the anniversary of the pipe bomber right now. That individual was caught. We would say man, but you know, we don't want to get too specific.
They probably let him out.
That person was caught on surveillance tape. The pipe bomber was on several phones, or one phone several times. That's all traceable.
But they don't go look. They don't.
Even mention it.
No.
That's what he focused on instead.
We have received over 300,000 tips from ordinary citizens who
Americans ratting on Americans. Unbelievable.
The FBI's website continues to post photos of persons in connection with the events of January 6th.
So just take a picture of anybody with a red hat on and send it to the Justice Department.
Identifying those
These
individuals.
fucking Nazis. Excuse my
Be
language.
sure to check the FBI website. They're posting photos and not of people who actually work for them who were there that day.
Yeah,
posting photos.
they didn't post
They're taking
them.
off the site, including the most wanted list. Remember Ray Epps? He's on video several times encouraging crimes, riots, breaches of the Capitol on January 6th.
Exactly.
He was on the FBI website. Now he's gone.
He just
Hasn't been charged with
disappeared.
anything, apparently.
Yeah.
Why is that? That's a
Yeah,
real question.
they won't
No one in
answer.
Congress seems to care, even supposedly conservative Republican senators. What are they busy doing? Well, they're busy repeating the talking points that Merrick Garland has written.
Oh
for them.
no,
Here's one
not
example.
him. Oh,
We are approaching a solemn anniversary this week, and it is an anniversary
Oh, no,
of a
this is
violent
bad.
terrorist attack on the Capitol, where we saw the men and women of law enforcement demonstrating.
so he's one of them too. He's no Republican.
Risk their
Oh,
lives to
unbelievable.
defend the men and women who serve in
Traitor.
this Capitol.
This man's a traitor.
Let's be honest. Everyone who's conservative appreciates Ted Cruz. I mean, I don't like him, but you got to
I-
appreciate him. He's
till then.
legitimately smart. He's one of the more articulate people to serve in the Congress. Maybe the most articulate. He doesn't use
He's
a
on
single
their
word by
side.
accident. Every word Ted Cruz uses is used intentionally.
Exactly.
He's a lawyer. He described January 6th
As
as a
it-
violent terrorist attack.
And it
Of
wasn't.
all the things that
And
January
it
6th
was
it
not.
definitely not a violent terrorist attack.
No,
was
it
an
wasn't.
insurrection.
So
Was it
what the
riot? Sure.
fuck is he?
It was not a violent terrorist attack.
This is so
Sorry.
frustrating.
So why are you telling us that it was, Ted Cruz? And why are none of your Republican friends who are supposed to be representing us? And all
Because
the people
they
who
don't
arrested
want Donald Trump
during
in
this
the
riot
White House.
saying anything?
Here we
What the hell's
go.
going on here?
It all
You're
goes
making
to
us think
the.
maybe the Republican Party is as worthless as we suspected it was.
Yep,
That
they
can't
are.
be true. We
That
have
proves
Ted
it.
Cruz. Well,
That
for some
proves it.
perspective on all of this, we are about to speak to Charlie Hurd. He's a longtime reporter in Washington.